Say hello to Ed Byrne. Hello there, Edward. Is he Edward? Is he Edward?
It is actually Edward, yeah.
Take a pew, Ed. Take a pew.
Thank you very much.
When we get a comic who's not been on a show before, I like to learn a few things about them. So I don't know much about you. Are you a single guy? Are you married?
No, well, I have a girlfriend.
Yeah.
I do have a girlfriend. I always say that as well. I never say I'm seeing a woman, because I think that makes my girlfriend sound like an hallucination. You know, I'm seeing a woman every morning in my cornflakes. What does it mean? No, I'm
It's steady, is it? This is steady.
Yeah, it's very... she is. I'm not. But, yeah. It's, no, it is. I never like saying I'm seeing a woman, though, because I always just think it sounds silly. I'm seeing a woman, hopefully going to move on to touching a woman. I reckon making a love to a woman is just around the corner. You know, so that... We're going out together. Actually, we're not even going out together anymore, because we now live together, which means we now go out separately. Because otherwise, there's nothing to talk about when we're sitting in together. You know? That's the thing about living with someone, I find, you know.
Do you advise living together? I mean, do you like...
Well, it's nice, but I do think personally, I think it's actually much easier to have a relationship with someone you don't live with, basically. Because I think it's much easier to have an argument with someone you don't live with. Because if you don't live with them, you don't have to finish the argument, you know. You can just make a dramatic exit. You can just storm off, and there's nothing they can say to you, because you're not there anymore. It's brilliant, yeah. If it gets too much, you just go, right, if you're going to be like that about it, then be like that. I'm going. And off you go. I mean, it helps if you've got the hair. But you can't do that when you live together. Because when you live together, it's more like, right, if you're going to be like that about it, then be like that. I'm going into the kitchen. It doesn't really have the same effect, you know. And then you sit there in the kitchen going, why couldn't we have had the argument in the kitchen? I could be sitting in the sitting room right now.
The girlfriend, is this a love at first sight situation? I mean, did you... I mean, I'm interested in this unromantic era. Was it... Oh,
I don't know. I don't
that's
really believe in love at first sight. I think love takes time. I think you know when you've fallen in love, when you reach that stage where you can't stand to see the other person suffer in any way, you know? You know, I get this with my girlfriend. If she falls over, if she cuts her knee, anything like that, I wish it hadn't happened, you know? I almost wish it had happened to me instead, you know? Honestly, really. No, I know. But it's true. It's like any kind of pain, any kind of discomfort she feels, I wish she didn't feel it. I wish I felt her pain for her, rather than hear her bloody moan about it. You know.
I'm always intrigued where comics get material from. And you're obviously doing what a lot of the young guys are doing today. Yeah. You know, it's observation, embroidering it. Any other sources?
Well, I draw on the people around me. I think a great source for comedy is just stupid people.
Are there a lot of us out there? Or a lot of them out there?
Yeah, and it's international as well. There's everywhere. Like, I remember, stupid people are brilliant. I remember I was in Australia, and I'm not saying people in Australia are stupid, they're not, but I was in this dressing room, and I basically had done this show in Australia on TV, because they don't know I'm nobody over here. And I did the show, and it was recorded on a Monday, and then it was shown on the telly on the Thursday, and I was sitting watching myself on the telly on the Thursday, in the dressing room of the club I was playing. And this photographer, she was in the dressing room, and she actually looked at me, watching myself on the telly, and said to me, is this live? Do you think I am? You know, it's weird. I just love stupid people like that. I remember, even before I did this job, I used to work in an office, and I remember there was a girl there, and I thought she was quite intelligent. It turned out she was thick as two planks, right? She came up to me, she goes, Ed, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I said, well, working here for a start, because even then I was funny. She said, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I can't seem to get the fax machine to work properly. So I said, well, show me what you're doing, and I'll tell you what you're doing wrong, you know, because I wanted to sleep with her. So we go to the fax machine, she's put the fax in the right way, she's pressed all the right buttons, she's dialed the right number, she's sent the fax. And I go, Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt, you've sent, yeah, you know, what are you worried about? And she goes, no, and she picks up the fax that she's just sent. And she's gone, no, but it's still here.
You said you were a clerk. I can't imagine you doing a day job. I mean, you just seem like you had to be a comic.
I did. I mean, I'm really doing... I mean, I really respect people who can do real jobs, you know. I think the people I the most respect for is firefighters. I think they're brilliant, right? And it's not just for fighting fire. See, I could never be a firefighter because I'm really weak and scared of fire. But the main reason I can never do it is because all the stuff they get asked to do that's got nothing to do with fire, you know. Stuff like cutting people out of cars and stuff like that. Stuff that has nothing whatsoever to do with fire. That would really annoy me if I was a fireman. You know, if I was a fireman, I'd be like, what's that? Your son's got his head stuck in some railings. Are they on fire? No, I'm sorry, I'm afraid I can't help you there. No, I don't know the number of the railings, man. Sorry. What's that? Your cat stuck up a tree? You don't suppose it's a burning tree by any chance, is it? Tell you what, go set the tree on fire, call me back. How's that? I mean, no, do people think that firemen are the only men in town who own a ladder? Call a window cleaner, you tight git.
One of the great Irish exports, apart from Guinness, is the river dance.
Oh,
is that something that fills you with pride?
No. I won't tell you what it fills me with.
What
no.
does it fill you with?
Oh, God. No, because the thing about river dance is, you know, the reason it tours the world, the reason it's in every single country is because it was asked to leave Ireland. Honestly. I mean, only we would invent a dance where you only move your feet, you know? It's like, you know, it's like, shall we do the hands? No, this'll do, this'll be grand, don't go worrying about hands. No, let the Scottish do the hands, flash gits at the air. No. You keep your hand on your change, mate. That's what you want to do. Honestly, I mean, if you compare it to other dances around the world, you know, I mean, you go somewhere like New Zealand, say, they've got a brilliant national dance. They've got the. Have you ever been to New Zealand?
Yeah, many times.
You go there, and they've got a brilliant national dance. They've got the native Maori dance, the haka.
Oh, the haka.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a really powerful, really emotive, really intimidating dance. And when the All Blacks do it at the start of a rugby match, it just scares the living daylights out of the other team, you know. Couldn't imagine the Irish rugby team going out at the start of a match on the line. Right, lads, here we go. Oh, we're striking fear into the hearts of the enemy now.
What about the English? What about our Morris dance?
Well, I'm just thinking, yeah, I couldn't imagine a bunch of Morris dancers doing any better, so I don't know what you're laughing at. Look out, lads, they've got hankies. Run for your lives. Morris dancing makes me laugh, honestly. Why do Morris dancers wear bells? So the blind can be irritated by them as well.